After seeing pictures in social media denoting carelessness in the manual temperature measurement process, we got the idea of a COVID-safe room. A room that has automated entrance and exit along with automated temperature detection and ensures contactless hand sanitizing at the same time. With the motivation of making such a room, we started our CSE 316 term project. Now I, Joy Shaha, am going to give you a brief overview of our project. I had Shafkat Rakin, Samira Akhtar and Shimantika Bhattacharjee as my project partners. We were enough grateful to be supervised by Mahajabin Nahar ma'am in this project. The features in our project are contactless temperature detection, temperature display in LCD, automated entrance and exit, limited allowances of people in the room, and automated hand sanitizing device. Coming to the motivation of our project now, apart from carelessness in the manual temperature measurement process, there were other issues that motivated us for taking up this project, such as safety issue of the person assigned to measure temperature manually, necessity of controlling mass gathering during pandemic, and unhygienic and infection-prone ways of hand sanitizing. Moving to the components that we used in our project, Arduino Uno and ATmega32 as our microcontroller. For sensors, ultrasonic sensor and temperature sensor, submersible pump, servo motor, LCD display and LED light. Also we used breadboard, USB to TTL, wire, battery, USB ASP and resistance as additional components.
Greetings everyone, let me welcome you all to a short video clip of our CSE 316 term project COVID Safe Room. We have two modules in our project. At first, I am going to describe the first module, which is the automated entrance and exit with temperature detection module. We have used Arduino Uno as the microcontroller in this module. The Arduino has two ultrasonic sensors, one for exit, suppose sensor 1, and another for entrance, suppose sensor 2 connected to it. We have used one red and one green LED as indicators. There is a servo motor that serves as our gate. Our IR temperature sensor is attached with the gate. Finally, we have a 16:2 LCD display here that shows the body temperature and the count of people currently residing inside the room. Without further delay, let us move to the demonstration. First, a person with normal body temperature tries to enter into the room. His temperature is measured and the green LED lights up. The gate opens as sensor 2 detects him and the gate closes as soon as sensor 1 detects him inside the room. As you can see, the count in the LCD is increased to 1. Next, let us see what happens when a person with a body temperature higher than the normal range tries to get into the room. The sensor measures his temperature and as expected, the red LED lights up. The gate does not open and the LCD shows high temperature alert. The count obviously does not increase. A person with normal body temperature is trying to enter into the room again. This time, the green LED flashes, the gate opens, sensor 1 detects him, gate closes and the count is now 2. Now, a person from the room tries to make an exit. This time, sensor 1 detects him at first. Gate opens. He comes out. Sensor 2 detects him and the gate closes. LCD shows that the count is decreased by 1. What if a person comes in front of the gate but actually does not enter into the room? He comes. Sensor 2 detects him. Gate opens but he does not enter. Rather, he goes back and hence the count of people inside the room does not change. A person with normal body temperature enters again to make the count 2. Let us now see what happens if someone residing inside the room comes in front of the gate but does not leave the room. Logically, the count should not decrease in this case. Let us see what happens. He comes in front of the sensor, gate opens, he goes back into the room and the gate closes. As we can see in the LCD, the count does not decrease and it is still 2. we will let a person make an exit now. The person makes an exit and the count decreases for obvious reasons. We have set a maximum limit while allowing people into the room. The limit is set to 4 for the time being. Let us check if our module can really limit the entrance of people. A person enters and the count is now going to be 2. Here it is, the count is 2. We need 2 more people to reach the maximum limit. Another person enters, the count goes up to 3. Finally, the last person will make an entrance and the count should go to 4, and here it is, the count is 4. I hope we remember 4 is the maximum limit here. Now, when another person tries to enter while there are already 4 people in the room, the gate does not open. LCD shows room full alert. Red LED flashes as he cannot enter into the room. Now, 2 people leave the room one after another. The first one leaves. We need to make another person leave, and here the second one also leaves. At last, we will make another person enter into the room. He enters into the room. The count should go to 3. Yes, and the count is 3. And we end our demonstration hereby. This was everything about the description and the demonstration of our first module. I hope I was able to hold your attention till now. Thank you all for your precious time.
Our second module is automated hand sanitizer. In this module, we have mainly used ATmega32, breadboard, some wires, ultrasonic sensor, submersible pump and other necessary components to connect this. After entering the room, the person has to sanitize his hands. For this, we have implemented a sanitizer module in our project. When the person comes and places his hand under the sanitizer, the sensor detects it and triggers the pump to drop the sanitizer. The submersible pump is powered to drop a particular amount of sanitizer so that sanitizer doesn't get wasted. Sanitizer is pumped until the person takes away his hands. In short, this was all about our entire project. Your valuable feedbacks are welcomed. Thank you.